Sometimes, if you listen really hard, you can almost hear it.
Our first ever instant star is...
You're it, girl. You're the real thing.
That moment your life changes.
It's about a girl who is just about to fly off and see the world.
Forever.
Jude Harrison!
Hello and welcome to The Breakdown, an Instant Star Rewatch podcast. You may have forgotten about us because we haven't recorded an episode for maybe 6 weeks, but we are here and we are back and we're here to wrap up season 1. So as always, I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Sam.
And I'm here with the beautiful Chloe.
And today we are going to wrap up season 1 with all of our favourite and not so favourite moments. It has been a crazy few weeks for both of us. I just feel like between both of us being sick or one of us breaking some bones, it's just been a crazy time.
Yes, very much so.
But we're excited to wrap up season 1 because I feel like we've dragged it out for a very long time.
Yeah. I was just thinking the other day, I was like, we really need to record our last little bit for season 1 because these poor people are going to be like, they said they had more coming, but come on.
I know. And I've literally posted nothing on the social media. I'm like, oh my god, I suck.
Or for Twitter. Like, I really have to do better in season 2 without Twitter.
I was really overcommitting the first season. I was doing 6 Instagram posts per episode, which is crazy.
I did one one tweet just when I uploaded the podcast.
Which is better for that. Instagram is all about the photo thing. So I was like, oh, it would look nice with the grid if every episode was 6 photos, so 3 and 3. But then I was like, man, that's a lot of work. But we will rethink our social media strategy for season 2, I think.
Yes.
But first off, we just want to say to everyone, thank you for listening. I actually have some stats here which I can share when it loads. So we have had 314 plays of our episodes.
Nice.
Which, for a little show like Instant Star, and for really not that much promotion from us, I'm pretty happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Considering how bad we were at social media, I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
I feel like a show like Instant Star, it's really hard to get the word out there.
I do too.
There's the odd Facebook group, but the Instagram algorithm is terrible for trying to promote anything.
Yes.
And you really have to know that a podcast exists to follow it on, so it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you to all those people who listened.
Yes, thank you.
We're going to get into our season 1 wrap-up. Is that what we want to call it?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else. Season 1 summary.
Wrap-up, summary, favorites, least favorites.
Yeah. Season 1 thoughts.
Yes.
So first of all, I thought it'd be good to choose our favourite scene from every episode. This could take a while.
Yes.
So let's start with episode 101, Even Better Than the Real Thing.
My favorite scene from that episode is totally a cliche, and I'm throwing it out from the beginning, so nobody's gonna be shocked for the rest of the episode. But I love the harbor scene, the lake scene, where they're working on 24 hours. I love what she says about Kurt Cobain, and I love the draminess of it, and I think it's cool to just kind of see the chemistry from the get go and see where they both are as kind of musicians, and to really get a feel for, especially Jude, like where her headspace is
Yeah.
right after winning an instant star.
I thought we were going to have the same scene, which we probably will for some episodes, but my favourite scene of the first episode was the end, where Jude's quit and Tommy goes to her house and says, "You're even better than the real thing."
Yes.
Because it ties in with the episode name, and it's the beginning of Tommy, like, going out of his way to look out for her and push her a bit.
Yes. I love that one too.
So which one do we think is the best out of those two? I mean, the harbour scene.
The harbor scene is good for what it is, but
Yeah,
I think the ending scene is so much more.
yeah, because otherwise she would have quit. If Tommy had been a producer and been like, "Well, I'm not gonna go after her," she would have quit. So brownie points to Tommy for always showing up places that he doesn't really need to be.
Yes.
So we're going with the last scene.
Yes.
I'm thinking I'll make like a compilation. Yeah. Okay, so the last scene like ties up the episode nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise we wouldn't have a TV show because Jude would have quit.
Yes. And that would have been a really short TV series.
So episode 102, Come As You Are. Favorite scene from Come As You Are.
I'm gonna have to think on some of these episodes because I haven't like rewatched them since we did them.
So Come As You Are is where she's doing the photo shoot, and then
Okay.
they're gonna go with Eden, so they go to Darius's party. Sadie gets drunk.
Yeah.
Tommy has to convince Darius to put Jude on the cover.
Oh, that's a hard one then.
I think my favourite scene from that episode is Portia and Jude when they're talking on the bench. Because
Mm-hmm.
Jude doesn't know who Portia is, but she's just like spilling her guts anyway. Like, everyone wants something different from me. I just want to make great
Yeah.
music. And then that's actually the reason why she gets the cover.
I was gonna say that, or I was gonna say the last scene between Sadie and Jude.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should choose that one because it kind of sets up their sisterhood and friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Because they fought the entire episode, but then it shows that they can kind of get through anything.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Okay.
Episode 103. Oh well, whatever, never mind. Oh, we love this episode. Oh, this is going to be a hard one.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I can think of my least favourite scene, but we're not doing that. Best scene. I mean, for me, it's going to have to be the bathroom scene with Tommy,
Yeah.
where he kind of gives her the pep talk and says, "You shouldn't give a crap what anyone else thinks about your song."
Yeah.
It's kind of the only decent scene of the episode.
Yeah, it really is. Like, that's the standout scene of the episode. There's not really a lot about that episode I even like.
No.
So for there to be a standout scene, I gotta go with that one.
Good. Yeah, we agree on that. Episode 104, Hey Sister. That's where they go to the farm and
Yes.
shit goes down.
Favorite scene. So this is really weird, but my favorite scene, it's actually not. I mean, Jude's in the scene, but she's not really like a part of it.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
It's where Tommy is like the outside working on the song, and Tommy goes, she knows him.
Mm.
She knows they're gonna hook up. She knows it's gonna lead to trouble.
And then Sadie's in
That
the
one.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with that scene too because it sets up the beginning of like the love triangle.
Mm-hmm.
And Jude, yeah, it sets up the love triangle of them that lasts for like the whole season basically.
Yeah.
And we get to
And
hear a decent
I
version
love
of the
that.
song.
Yes. And I love that Jude is kind of like clueless.
Yeah. Yeah, because Jude thinks Tommy's talking about her, because Jude's talking about Tommy for like the
Right.
inspiration. But Tommy's really talking about Sadie, and Sadie's just like, well, I'm hot, so I'm gonna get a tan and just drink my lemon
Drink
water.
my lemonade.
Yeah, that's a good scene.
And I like how it was shot.
Yeah, they did that well. Because I think we talked about when we recapped that episode that really 104 could almost be like a filler episode.
Mm-hmm.
But they did it well with the love triangle beginning because you wouldn't really have been able to have that otherwise, I don't think.
Right.
Because how could you have had a love triangle beginning just like in the studio when Sadie wouldn't have come to the studio for any reason? Episode 105, You Can't Always Get What You Want. The introduction of Shay.
God as I tried to like him this time around. I tried.
I thought he was
Tried
more of a
so
douche this
hard.
time because I'm older
I did
and
too. I was like, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. No, he was just more of a douche.
so 105 is where Tommy's going to record Shay, and they have that mashup between Jude and Shay. And Shay's trying to woo Jude. Favorite scene? I'm going to say the mashup because
Yeah.
it was such an iconic, like the way they shot it, I just think it was really iconic.
Mm-hmm.
And it showed that Jude isn't a pushover.
Yes.
And she, to begin with at least, she just wasn't interested in Shay. She thought he was a douche.
Yes. She should have stuck with that frame of mind.
Yeah. Episode 106, Kiss Me Deadly. This is where they shoot the Waste My Time music video. Ugh.
um, favorite scene.
And that's where her and Shay have that first kiss at the end. I mean, most of my scenes are going to be Jommy scenes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here trying to think of anything that's not a Tommy scene, but all I can think of is when Tommy's talking to her and she's sitting on the speaker.
Yeah, I love that. I love like the colouring and how that was shot as well.
Yes.
And the one where he's like, a real kiss isn't in the lips, it's in the heart.
Yes.
Yeah, that's mine too. Because really the rest of the episode is Shay, and I'm like, meh, I'm just not interested.
Go away.
Ugh, there's so many Shay episodes in season 1. Episode 107, I Wanna Be Your Boyfriend. This is where Shay goes to the high school dance with her. Oh, I know my favourite scene.
Okay,
The
what's
au-
yours?
the awkward dinner scene where
Yes.
Sadie's like hitting on Tommy in a foreign language, and Tommy and Shay are like having a pissing match between them, and then
Yes.
Tommy lets it slip that Shay's going on a world tour, and the way they film that with all the different reactions is just great.
Which, okay, did Tommy let it slip or did he purposely do
He
that?
purposefully does that.
He totally did that on purpose.
Yes. That was a great scene. So funny.
Yes, it was.
Or episode 108, Unsweet 16.
Ugh. Right
How
in
do
the
you pick
heart.
a favorite scene?
How do you? So many favorites.
I mean, it's going to have to be the kiss for me.
Yeah, I
Not just the
mean,
kiss, but the scene of the kiss.
yes.
Like the whole where he comes out in the rain and gives her his jacket. Like that whole scene is great.
Just the whole setup, the whole way it was filmed, the
Yeah.
rain, what
Oh,
they say. Oh,
so good.
it's perfect.
Yep. I wonder if that episode will make our best episode in a second.
Oh, it might.
Well, episode 109 won't get fooled again. Another standout episode.
Yes.
I don't want to say the performance because that might end up making the best performance.
Yeah, no, I was thinking. Not going with the performance. I think my favorite scene is when Jude's mom tells her that about Shay when he broke your heart.
Yeah, if he broke your heart, you're better off without him or something.
Yeah,
And that's when she gets the realization to write Skin.
yeah.
Yeah, and I love that whole montage where she does write Skin.
She writes Skin. So that scene with her mom in the montage are, I think, my favorite. Not including the performance. That's my favorite scene.
Yeah, same. Oh, episode 110, Lose the Skin. This episode is up there with 103 for me not liking it. So it's going to be hard to choose a favorite scene. This is where the fashion show and the performance are happening, and
oh yeah,
Jude's really jealous that Jamie and Kat are dating.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to say the cafe scene where all the thought bubbles are.
The little thought bubbles. Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah,
plus everything else is pretty much Jamie running.
Oh, Jamie running is good too. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, which one's better?
I think the cattiness of the thought bubbles.
Yeah. Also, because I did some of the things they said in that. I don't know if you could say that on TV now.
Yeah.
And make it so obvious. Like, it was pretty catty.
Yes.
Cat was pretty catty.
That was very catty.
Episode 111, All Apologies. This is that benefit concert with the Boys Attack reunion. Favorite scene?
Favorite scene?
That's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say the Sadie and Tommy scene where she convinces him to do the performance and she's wearing the little Boys Attack shirt.
Yeah.
Because I love the speech she does for that about, like, how that was her favorite band growing up and you shouldn't be ashamed of it.
Yes.
Like, when Sadie's being nice, she's really nice.
Yes. When she's being nice, I love her.
Yeah.
And then she's mean, and I'm like, I want to stab your eyes out.
Yeah. Yeah, when Sadie's mean, she's really mean. But when she's nice, she's wonderful. Episode 112, Train in Vain. That's where Jude's finishing her album and
Oh, that's a good one.
she ends up signing with Darius. The hug is my favourite scene with her and Tommy,
Yes.
where her album's finished and they both run out and
Yes. Gotta go with the hug.
yeah. It's a very, I'm not gonna say it's an inappropriate hug, but it's a hug. It's a good hug.
Yes. It's a very good hug.
And then episode 113, Should I Stay or Should I Go? The beginning of Jude and Jamie. And Jude finds out about Tommy and Sadie.
Yes.
And Sadie goes to Europe. This is going to be a hard one, I think. I want to say the airport scene. Oh, you go.
I was gonna say scene-wise is the airport scene. But like the way it was shot, I love how like when the flower van pulls away.
Same. We said that when we did the
Tommy.
recap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good scene. I don't know if it's the best scene. I was going to either say the airport or where Jude finds out about Sadie and Tommy and she's like, were you going to tell me that you were doing my sister?
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Oh, which one? The airport is iconic because she chooses her own tour instead of Shay's. But then, I don't know. What do you think?
I think the airport scene.
It is iconic.
Yes.
Do you know something else I liked? And I'm going to do a comparison on Instagram. Is like, it's not exactly the first and last shot of the season, but in the first episode where Jude wins the contest, there's like a close-up of her face and she's smiling, and then like the end scene of episode 13, there's a close-up of her face and she's smiling. It's like kind of a side-by-side comparison of the very beginning and then the end of the season.
Yes.
It's kind of cool. Well, those were our favourite scenes. What was our most emotional episode?
Is it Won't Get Fooled Again? Is that the one with Skin?
Yeah, I was going to say that one. I can't decide if 108 is more emotional because I feel like we've all been that person who makes out with someone and then they're like, it can't happen, and you're like, ugh. But 109 is more emotional because she's dealing with the aftermath of that and then her dad. I'd say, yeah, 109 is more emotional. I'm pretty sure the first time I saw the Skin performance, I like cried.
Oh, I sobbed like a baby.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god!
So good. Well, if that was our most emotional episode, what was our funniest episode? I feel like Chris Turner as Jamie has all the funniest moments.
Yes.
So it's more like, what was his funniest episode?
I'm trying to think of like a Jamie heavy episode.
110, where he's dating Kat, is pretty Jamie heavy. And he's like, we've become a we.
Yes.
Or 102, where they go to Darius's party. He's got quite a lot of comedic moments then. Or even 104 where he's in the car with Kat.
Out of all those, I like 102 the best. So I think it's.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I think it's the funniest.
It's the first time we saw, like, his comedic ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 102.
Yeah.
I feel like if you'd removed Jamie from the episode, it wouldn't have been that good of an episode, I don't think.
No.
And you get to see the beginning of him and Tommy, like, not liking each other.
Yeah. So I feel like 102.
And also, 102 is funny because Sadie gets drunk and pukes on Tommy's shoe.
Yeah.
And the fight with the pool, that's pretty funny.
Yes.
Okay, we'll
That's
go with
definitely
102.
the funniest. Yes.
It is now time for our Why is Tommy Here compilation. Now, I have on my computer screen a compilation all the times why Tommy is here. Just going to scroll through until we get to the section. So, first of all, episode 103. Why is Tommy at the school in any capacity? Why is he in the girls' bathroom pepping Jude up? Why is he doing anything to do with the performance? He's a producer, not a sound guy.
Yes.
Why is he,
Does
like,
he
running through the school corridors trying to beat up Jamie? I understand why he's in 104. Like, Jude persuaded him to be. "105. Why is he at Shay's performance? Like, he's in the background when Shay's talking to Jude, like, making all those faces. It's like, yeah, but why are you here?
Yeah, why? A producer does not go to these things.
No. Why is Tommy at the music video shoot? He's not the director or the sound guy.
No.
Why is he in the room for the music video meeting, like where they're discussing the concept? Why is he there so Jude can tell him about how she's never been kissed? Yeah, 106 was a huge... Oh, 106 was where we had the full what the fuck compilation of Why is Tommy here? Hilarious. 107. I feel like kind of why is Tommy at the dinner? Like, I know he turned up to apologize, but it's
But
like,
still, why did he stay?
yeah, why did you stay? "109. Why was he at Jude's performance? I understand that Georgia was there. I understand that EJ was there. Why was Tommy there?
Yes.
110. Why is Tommy the sound guy for Jude's performance? Is 110 where they were auditioning bands? Like, why was Tommy auditioning bands?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's in the compilation. And then 113. Why was Tommy at Jude's performance? Oh, and also Tommy says in 113, I'm not a roadie, I'm a producer. It's like, yeah, but you've basically been on the road with her for...
Literally just list all the reasons why you're a roadie.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why was Tommy everywhere he was? I mean, we understand that in all of those scenes he was there for a very particular, like dialogue or something, but in real life he wouldn't have been there.
No.
Okay. Best fashion moment. Can be any character. I feel like Sadie has the best fashion, but Jude's is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Jude is my favorite, but I feel like Sadie has the best fashion.
Yeah.
I think so this is really like casual, but I'm super casual. I love Sadie's like outfit at the farmhouse. The
Same.
blue and
Yeah.
yellow tank top with the shorts.
Yeah. Yeah, I would wear that now.
I would too.
Yeah.
Especially since not even summer and I'm like dead of heat summer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good outfit. And I also I really like Jude's birthday outfit as well. I remember Alex
Yeah.
Johnson saying she wasn't a fan of the green dress, but I really like the green dress.
I love the green dress.
But I feel like the best fashion award has to go to Sadie.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with the farm, unless I think of something else. Just trying to see. I mean, it's a pretty casual season. Like, I feel like the fashion really goes up a notch when we get to season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But really, the whole of the season, everyone's pretty casual. Like, just, it was that era of just like jeans and a tee.
Yeah. Well, and two, this was their first season. They were kind of getting their footing, they were finding their ground. By the time they started season 2, they were a lot more comfortable with the characters, they were comfortable with what they were doing.
They probably had more budget.
Yeah, they had more budget.
Yeah, let's go with the farm outfit, because I do really like that. I mean, I'd have to say craziest fashion goes to Kat. She wore some pretty crazy things.
Yes.
Okay. Best friendship. This will be interesting.
Oh.
I'm going to say Jamie and Kat, because I was going to say Jude and Sadie, but they're sisters, so it's...
I was gonna say Jamie and Kat. I really didn't want to say Jude and Jamie.
No, their friendship seems weird to me.
Yes.
I'm going to say Jamie and Kat, because I do think they should have ended up together. But also, it was nice that they dated, but then were able to kind of repair their friendship as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. I love that scene. I think it's the end of 110 where a cat's outside Jamie's house and they have that talk about like, I broke my heart in grade 10 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 110? I don't remember. They have that talk at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I'll go for that as best friendship. Best couple?
I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna be shocked by our answer, even though they're not a couple in season 1.
I mean, we're both going to say Jude and Tommy, but because they're not a couple, should we choose someone else?
I mean,
Jude and Tommy
can,
are our best almost couple.
can we choose anyone else?
Well, if we have to choose an actual couple,
I mean, if we have to choose an actual couple, I'm gonna say Jamie and Kat.
yeah, I was going to say Sadie and Tommy, but no. Yeah, Jamie and Kat, they were cute. And it was nice that Jamie got to date someone who actually was crazy about him, unlike Jude, who just isn't.
Yeah.
See, I say Jamie and Kat, but our actual almost couple is Jude and Tommy.
Yes.
Because let's be honest, they're not a couple, but they've had so many coupley moments in season 1, they may as well be.
Dude.
Come on, if she was 21, like, the whole season
In
would
a
have been
split
different.
second.
Exactly. Favorite character growth. This is interesting. I'm going to say Jude.
Yeah.
Because she started out the season like she won a competition and then she thought the world owed her everything.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the season, she was much more self assured and chose not to do the Shade tour. And I feel like had really matured in the like middle of the season where she gets really jealous of Jamie and Kat. That was like super immature moment. But otherwise, I think she really grew as a character.
Well, and I think if anything, that showed that she's still just 16.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting as a viewer to forget that she is 16. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, oh, come on, you should be acting differently. But we all acted stupid at 16.
Well, I mean, it's even like we're not there yet, but even in season 4, she's only 18.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to forget
And
that because of all the stuff she does.
yeah, and I was going to get ready to say, even I forget that sometimes that she's only 18 at the end of season 4
Yeah, it's
when
crazy.
all that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think if you look at her at the very first episode of season 1, where she wants to quit and she doesn't believe in herself, and then compare it to the end of season 1, where she's going to do her own tour and no one's coming with her. She's almost like a completely different character in a good way.
Yeah, definitely.
And all of that growth from 15 to 16, like that's huge.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Jude. This one is going to be difficult. Favorite line.
Oh gosh. Um. Um. I have so many.
The first one that came into my head was 108, where Tommy says you're asking the wrong guy. Because that really sums up, like, Jude thinking that he's just not interested in her, and him confirming that he really is, but he can't do anything about it.
Okay, that's funny because I think mine comes from 108 too.
Okay, if she was 21.
Yes.
But are those two the best lines of the whole season?
Oh.
I mean, they are because we love Jommy, but if you're listening to this and you don't like them, you'd be like, come on.
I know, if you don't like Johnny, we deeply, sincerely apologize.
We should have a disclaimer at the beginning of every episode.
Thank you for sticking with us.
If we're going for a non-Jommy line, the last line of the whole season where Jude says, sometimes the only road to choose is your own, is a good one.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Because again, it sums up her character growth and where she's headed into season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should choose that one. Because I know there's a lot of people that don't like Jommy, so.
God bless their souls.
Just like to say, as we go through these seasons, hold on to your seats if you don't like Jommy, because we're probably not going to hold back very much.
No.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay.
I am too.
Best performance and worst performance. So not song, but like actual episode performance of a song.
Best performance is Skin for me.
Same. Worst
Worst
performance, I'm in love with my guitar.
Yes. I was like, please say that. Please don't make me say that.
Sorry to anyone who likes that performance. Okay, best song and worst song of the season. That's our best song is hard. That girl, for me.
Yes.
It even beats Skin.
Yeah.
Just.
I feel like you have to be in a certain frame of mind for Skin
Yeah, but that girl I could just listen to every day.
to all day, every day.
I love the production and everything. It's just great. Worst song for me is Me Out of Me.
Yeah.
Just too
Yeah,
loud.
it's too loud. And I really don't like, so this might shock a lot of people because I know they like it, but I really don't like her cover of Stupid Corn.
Really, I love that cover.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
Oh, we can discuss that soon. I was going to say worst song. It's either It Could Be You or Me Out of Me. Because they're both very loud and like too much kind of crashing.
Yeah.
But I relate It Could Be You to the episode, which I really like. Whereas Me Out of Me, the episode itself wasn't that good for me either. So
It was just a
yeah. So yeah, Me Out of Me. Best song, That Girl. Worst song, Me Out of Me.
yes, definitely agree.
Favorite moment of season 1? This could take a while.
That's good because I'm like, okay, favorite drama moment, no issue. That's hands down, no question. Favorite moment of season 1. Oh. And I have been thinking about this list since you sent it to me.
Favorite moment.
Oh.
I'm gonna say. I mean, it's kind of a Jommy moment, but I don't. I'm gonna say when Jude's album is finished and they have the hug, and Tommy says, "I didn't get you a gift," and Jude says, "This album is my gift." Like, that's my favorite moment because she's so proud of that album.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a Jommy moment, but it's a lot about just her as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Because it's so much more. It's not just about. Because, I mean, yeah. I mean, because he didn't really give her the album.
No,
Yeah, he produced it, but he didn't give it to her.
yeah,
If that makes any sense.
yeah, it does, it does. And the album is like a culmination of the whole season, because all of the songs that we've heard, we assume, are on the album. So the album being finished, like as a viewer, it's all the different moments from the season that you remember.
Yes.
So yeah, I'd say that's my favorite moment.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Well, we've come to the end of our season 1 recap. I think we should rate the season out of 5 stars. Bearing in mind we already know how the other seasons go. So I'm going to say let's rate it out of 5 stars, also knowing what we know.
Okay.
I'm a harsh reviewer.
Yeah, I am too. Well, and it's really like I'm thinking in my mind, season 1 is not my favorite season.
If there
It,
hadn't been other seasons and it had just been season 1, I'd have been like, yeah, okay.
yeah, like if there hadn't been 3 other seasons that I like better,
Mm-hmm.
but like season 1 is my least favorite season.
I was gonna give it 3 stars, but is that really mean?
I was too.
Is that really mean?
No, that's about fair.
If you stick with us through all of our recaps, you will see how our reviews improve.
I promise they get better and they get nicer.
They do. They do. Okay,
We're
well,
not
we'll
sharp
agree on 3
parts.
stars.
Yes.
Like, it's a good season and it's a good way to introduce all of the characters, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Like every TV show, it had its teething problems in the first season.
Exactly.
Well, our last bit before we wrap up is let's pretend we know nothing about season 2, and hypothetically, we've just finished season 1 for the first time. What would our season 2 predictions be? Like, judging by the last episode of season 1. So, Jude goes off on tour by herself, and there's no Shay, there's no Tommy, there's no Jamie, but she made out with Jamie in the airport, so maybe they're together. What do we think would happen in season 2? I'm going to say that she comes back from tour and if it were me, like, and I'd written season 2, I would say she comes back from tour and she's not dating Jamie because they didn't tour together, but maybe she's dating someone from SME because they did tour together for the whole summer.
Hmm. That, yeah, I would agree with that.
And Sadie and Tommy had a good time in Europe. It's hard because we
Yeah.
know what happens, but I feel like they would have been okay for a while in season 2.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's hard. What do you
I
think?
think I can't remember if I think her parents filed for divorce, have filed for divorce while the Gars are gone.
Hmm.
Um, I think you're right. Come, she comes back. Even though she made out with Jamie in the airport, they don't date or anything, and she comes back and she's dating someone in SME. Sadie and Tommy had a good time in Europe or wherever they went.
I feel like EJ would be pushing like the PR side of things now that she's done a tour, like full speed
Yes,
ahead.
yes. And I feel like EJ would be pushing this new relationship,
Mm,
especially between Jude and the band member that she's dating,
yep, yep.
because SME is clearly her backup band if they just went on tour with her, and so that's great publicity.
Yep.
Um, and I think Georgia is ready for her to come in and work on a new album.
But I also think Tommy and Jude would still somehow find their way
Oh,
back to each other.
Jude and Tommy always find their way back to each other.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, those are our season 2 predictions. I mean, we all know that we know what happens.
So this was really fun.
We're about to have our minds blown, let's be honest. But, you know, I can't believe we've recapped 13 episodes. Like, it's been so fun doing it. It's just, I love it.
It has been a lot of fun. I'm really glad we decided to do this. And thank you
too.
for everyone who listened and has stayed with us.
Yeah, we have one more special episode of season 1 coming, and then we promise we'll be back in a few weeks with season 2.
Yes.
So make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Both will be reawakened over the next few weeks. We promise. I'm going to stop being sick. Sam's foot will mend, and our social media will be back with a bang.
Yes, it will be.
Thank you so much for listening, as always, and we will talk to you soon. Bye!
Bye!
Thank you for listening to The Breakdown, an Instant Star Rewatch podcast. The Breakdown was produced by me, Chloe, and Neon Network Production. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and listen to all episodes of The Breakdown on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. See you next time.